Good morning, guys. This is Bree here. This morning, I am going to answer some of your nutrition questions that you sent over via Instagram. And so I just want to, I'm only going to touch on a few of them, but I'll make a series of videos to answer as many questions as possible. And then whatever topic you guys are really interested in, I'll just put together a webinar. That way you guys can join and ask me questions, whatever it is that you want to know, and a little more in depth. So today, one of the questions I wanted to answer were, what are some of the foods that you can be eating or things that you can be doing to help boost your immune system? So first and foremost, I do want to say that anything that you take or do eat is only going to support your immune system and what it has right now. So there's not gonna be any like miracle food or drug that's going to just completely transform your immune system, first and foremost. However, there are foods that help support your immune system and make sure that it's functioning the way that you want it to function, and that it's strong in fighting off diseases, things like that. So one of those things is going to be fruits and vegetables. I say that a lot, but that is one of the most simple and cheapest routes that you can go to helping support your immune system. Why? Because when you look at different fruits and vegetables and the colors that they have, they're loaded with vitamin C. So a lot of your citrus fruits, tomatoes, even your melons, things like that will be loaded up with vitamin C, which is something that helps to support your immune system and how it functions. Another food item would be maybe salmon or mushrooms that are loaded with vitamin D. Vitamin D also helps our immune system function the way that it needs to. So those are some other options. Vitamin E is another vitamin that helps support our immune system, and that's something that you can find in nuts and seeds and things like that. So those are all different routes that you could go food-wise to help support your immune system. Now, there are people that choose to go the route of taking vitamin C supplements or multivitamins or things like that. I am a supporter of multivitamins, especially if you know you're not getting enough nutrients in your regular diet. For people that maybe are vegan or vegetarian, maybe aren't getting certain nutrients in because they don't have a well-balanced diet or whatever, or if you're just always on the go, maybe you're always eating out, or you just simply are not able to eat the types of food that you want to eat, then I definitely support getting in a multivitamin. But again, something that I have mentioned before in regards to supplements, and that was another question that I got, was supplements. I do want you to remember that a supplement is exactly what it's called. It's a supplement. So it's there to support and supplement what you're already doing. It's not there as a replacement for your diet. So I've always told my athletes, and I hold this to be true even with my non-athletes, you cannot out-supplement a bad diet. So if you think that you're gonna take like a multivitamin or even just like some miracle drug that people sell in exchange for eating right, I think you should definitely reconsider your thought process, simply because it's there to support and supplement your diet as is. So your number one step would be making sure that your diet is right. Getting in tons of fruits and vegetables, fluids, hydrating really well will help keep your immune system where it needs to be. And that's even before implementing any kind of supplement. So making sure you're hydrated, get some sleep. Sleep really helps your body recover. It helps to strengthen your immune system and support your immune system as well. There's plenty of research out there that talks about how if you're not sleeping, you're not getting rest, that your immune system is weakened. You're more susceptible to getting diseases and infections and things like that, and not being able to fight them off as well. And it may be lasting a little bit longer than you would want for it to. Another thing that I didn't mention was zinc. Zinc can be helpful in supporting your immune system as well, and there is some research out there that it could potentially help shorten the amount of time that you may be dealing with a cold or something like that. So zinc is something that you can find in any animal product. So eggs, beef, chicken, fish, really anything like that. If you are vegan or vegetarian, you can also find it in seeds, beans, legumes, lentils, things like that. So zinc is another great route. And then there are some particular supplements that can help to shorten the amount of time that you're dealing with something as well, but I'll probably get into that during another video. So if you're interested in those specific supplements, we can talk about it. But again, it's always gonna be food first. Make sure your diet is where it needs to be. If you're loading up on sugar all day, and when I say sugar, I'm talking about added sugars, not like your natural sugars that come from fruits and vegetables and whole grains. So if you're loading up on added sugars all day, you can almost guarantee that your immune system will be weakened and more susceptible to getting any sort of cold, flu, anything like that. It doesn't have to be coronavirus, it could be anything. So you wanna make sure you're supporting it by getting in tons of fruits and vegetables, whole grains. Having those balanced plates will really be helpful. And then in addition to that, making sure you're well hydrated. Hydrate with water. You know, if you need to do something with electrolytes and you're not an athlete or you're not training really heavily right now, then make sure you're doing something like an electrolyte water or something in that regard that doesn't provide tons of added calories. And then also making sure you're getting a good amount of rest. That really, I think, is underestimated in how helpful it can be in our health. So make sure you're doing that as well. And so I do support supplements it as a supplement, as it supplements your diet. So a multivitamin, I think, can be helpful, especially, like I said, if you're following a particular diet. Maybe you're keto, maybe you're vegan, vegetarian, or maybe you just know you're not getting everything that you need because you have a really busy lifestyle or whatever, then I think that might be important. But again, I can't harp on this enough, food first for sure. If you have any specific questions in regards to what you particularly need, then I think you should reach out to me for sure. We can get on a call and just talk about it, whatever questions you might have about your personal health, because these are general recommendations. So if you have something specific you want to talk about, then feel free to reach out to me. And in the coming days, I will answer some more of the questions that I got because we have tons of various topics. So I hope to be able to get to all of them over the next week or so.